Hey, it's me! Whoa, that was high-pitched. Today, I'm gonna be playing around with my brand new toys. I've wanted these things for so long, but they are kind of expensive. But I decided to just do it. Buy them, get them, try them. In the name of art. I'm wondering if obsessively lining these up like that is really the best use of my time. Oh well. And this is two different sets, one for each size. So we've got a skinny set and a fat set. Sorry, thick. So what are Posca pens? Beautiful. They're paint pens. Pens of paint. Markers. Paint markers. As in markers of paint. In other words,
you can paint while enjoying the convenience of a marker.
Yeah, so that's cool. When you first get them, you do have to shake them up. Press the tip down multiple times to activate them and get that paint flowing. Oh, hi. But I was overly eager and activated every single one of these literally the second they arrived, so that's already done. You can layer them, use them on a lot of different surfaces, and you can create masterpieces. Seriously, what is that? Okay, so let's find some things to decorate. How about a box? Perfect. Oh, my big fat pom-pom was in there. Forgot about that. Okay, yeah, so the box. Oh, must have missed this little guy. Sorry about that. I got this box. Ah, that's weird. Okay, I got this box from the dollar store for $1, and it's a magical box. All right, I'm done now. First, I'm gonna ditch that sticker.
Let's not make this difficult.
Luckily, it came off nice and easy. Just lift it, pull it off with your fingers. Now I'm gonna take some gesso, pop that open. Oh. That was easy.
It's milk.
Give that a nice little stir. All right, back to the box. First, I'm gonna trace around the bottom of the lid. I don't wanna get paint all up under there because it makes the box really hard to open and close, and we don't like that. So I'm only gonna paint a tiny bit past the line. Here I go applying that gesso. It's just like a primer so that when you're not painting on something that's already white, it'll make sure that your colors pop. Did I need to do this? Probably not. Actually, no, definitely not. The color looks pretty bold on its own, but I continue anyway. I really wanted to do this just to be safe instead of possibly having to do a bunch of coats with my Posca pens and using more of their precious overpriced paint. So instead, just prime it beforehand to make sure that all those colors are popping. Okay, now bring in my precious little beauties. I need to at least try to be less creepy. And now we're ready to paint or draw, draint. Here it goes. It's finished. No, it's not done. I'm just gonna keep on going, you know, drainting. A bunch more of those weird random shapes, and let me tell you, I do like these markers or pens, paint, whatever. Certain colors don't show up as opaque as others, like for instance this kind of radish color. No matter how many times I went over it, it never seemed to be fully opaque, but overall they were pretty good, and this definitely was a lot faster and easier than if I had tried to do this with a paintbrush. Of course, this could never replace regular painting because, you know, you can't blend them and you're definitely limited to these colors, but still you can do some cool stuff with these. I'm creeping onto the lid now. So why the shapes? What am I doing here? Because this looks like a bunch of nonsense. Yes it does. You know, I wanted to do something somewhat easy, and for my first time using these, just like get a feel for them. Don't forget about that lip. Gotta get on that lip and get to use a bunch of different colors in the set.
What is it supposed to be?
It's art, okay?
So the whole box is covered, but there is definitely some cleaning up that needs to be done. Some of the edges are not looking so hot. Luckily, you can easily just go right over any mishaps and it'll clean right up. Since this isn't busy and strange looking enough, I'm gonna add some outlines with the skinnies. Skinnies. I just started outlining random shapes with random colors. Some of them have double outlines. Some of them don't have any outlines. There are no rules. It's chaos. It does not make any sense. It's a magic box. This is what magic looks like. I'm gonna sign the inside. Good. And now I'm gonna grab some Mod Podge. Will it smudge? No, it doesn't smudge at all. It's just like acrylic paint, so it's not gonna smudge. And here it is. Yes, it's wild and crazy and just, whoa, that's a lot. But I do like this. I think it turned out pretty cool and unique. I like that when you put the top on, it's kind of like you have to solve a little puzzle to, you know, match up the sides. I'm so simple. And it's full of rhinestones now, so that's great. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna try is rocks. I've painted rocks here a couple of times, and I'm thinking, you know, can Posca be a great new member of the rock painting squad? I don't know what I'm talking about. After being washed, always bathe your rocks before painting. I'm gonna throw on some gesso, yes again. I forgot to dry out my paintbrush. Paintbrush has water in it, so it watered down the gesso a lot, but we will recover from this. I do think a couple of coats of gesso is necessary this time because the rocks are kind of dark. Also, rocks are just kind of hard to build paint onto. They drink the paint, so you normally do have to apply several coats before getting good coverage on a rock. Now I'm gonna take some acrylic paint.
What? You said you were using Posca. You're a liar.
I'm gonna mix up 3 nice pastel colors with the acrylic paint for the base color of each rock. I feel like the pens are better for detail work. I just didn't want to have to use them over the entire rock. Now that I've got a solid color for the background, I'm gonna go in with the pens and make some little patterns. Wait, I feel like I kind of like it just like this. I don't know, maybe I should have stopped here. But I kept going and I added a bunch more detail to it. The green squiggles look like S's, which remind me of Skittles, just pointing that out. And here it is. What do you think? Moving on to the blue rock, I did each pattern in the rainbow order of colors, which is the best order. I will say the fat markers work much better here. Ah, do you see that? I tried using the skinny ones, but they didn't go on very well. The tips are kind of too pointy, so in certain spots they would get caught and then start to pull up the paint underneath. These may have looked a little bit better if I were one of those precise people. You know, those people who are like human measuring tapes. Yeah, that's not me. I cannot draw a straight line to save my life. I cannot evenly space things. So yes, they're a little wonky.
That's called character.
And the purple rock is my personal fave. I think they got better as I went along. You know, practice makes improvement. I've done different things with rock painting in the past, but I feel like this is more typical rock painting style, if that's a thing. Now I'm gonna throw on a nice coat of Mod Podge to give them a nice shine and protection, sign them with my initials, and they're done. I think they came out nice and colorful, and I like that they all kind of go together. They're very lively looking, you know, for being rocks. Also, these were very easy to do, which is always good. Don't ask me what you're supposed to do with them. I mean, I just use mine as decoration. Sometimes I use them to hold up things or weigh down things. Actually, they come in handy more than you would think. You know what? Yeah, everyone needs a good rock in their life. And the last thing I'm gonna try these out on is shrink plastic. Yay! I love shrink plastic. So these are shrinky dinks, which I really hate saying shrinky dink. And these are the rough and ready kind. I'm not sure if the Posca pens would work on the smooth kind of shrinky dink. I don't know, that would have to be tested. And here's all the very important safety information and instructional details, blah blah blah. Okay, first take a piece of paper, or 3, 5, 6. Now I'm gonna sketch out my design. Once upon a time, I made 100 shrink plastic pins in one video. I used up so many ideas in that video, but I did not make a set of cute monsters, and that's absolutely necessary to have in my collection, right? So here I go, making some weird, strange looking creatures. I think this is just a whole video of strange designs. I'm sorry. And yes, this guy's arms gave me a little trouble. Are they ears? Are they arms? arms. What is happening here? Here are the 6 little creatures I'm working with. So I'm gonna lay my plastic over the sketch, cut it out, get some tape. Everything is a struggle. Put a couple pieces of tape on there to secure them together. Okay, so let's see if this works. Yes, the Posca pens had no trouble on the plastic. They went on really easy. In fact, I kind of wish I had had these for that 100 pin video because I suffered with those colored pencils. This would have been faster and easier. What is this thing? A mutant owl? Here goes the next one. This one kind of looks like some sort of Pokemon or something. Maybe it's the mouth, maybe it's the shape. I don't know, but it looks Pokemon-y to me. There was one failed attempt. The orange was too dark in that one, so I swapped it out with this lighter orange. I didn't want to use this orange at first because it looked a little too fleshy, but it does look a lot better in the end. This purple thing is probably my favorite. Some kind of bear, bumblebee, unicorn with buck teeth. Somehow that combination turned out really cute. Oh, this dude. Something about that expression. He kind of looks like he just farted.
Excuse me.
And the last one is this very either confused or just uncomfortable upright cat thing. That's everyone. They've all been colored and they're all good to go. So now I'm just gonna rip off that sketch and snip snip, cut them out nice and carefully. Don't crack the plastic. Ugh, this is my least favorite part. Freedom! Okay, now I'm gonna get out a baking sheet, some parchment paper, and put these in the oven for 1 minute at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Boom! Shrunk. As you can see, they do shrink quite a bit. The color does become more condensed, so they look a little bit darker in the end, and they go from a flexible, thin plastic to a hard, thick plastic. In the places where I went over one area many times, they got kind of furry, as opposed to the other ones, which came out nice and smooth. I did put a nice thick coat of Mod Podge over these, and that seemed to help make that look a little bit less noticeable. Overall, I am really happy with how these came out. I think they look really cute. The Posca pens make it really easy to do clean details on these, and they come out pretty nice. Great addition to my collection. I haven't decided 100% what I'm going to turn them into. I may make them into magnets, but probably going to glue on pin backs and add them to my pin collection. Okay, so that's everything for today. I'll make sure to add links to all the materials that I used in this video. Of course, those links will be to Amazon, but if you don't shop online, I'm sure you can find any of this stuff at your local craft store, and some of it even at places like Walmart and Target and things like that. I hope you guys like this. I had a lot of fun with these. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next Friday. Bye!